Hi guys, trying to rotate my phone to make sure it's the way I want it to be, and it doesn't want to work for me, so I guess I'll change it. Okay, whatever. So, I never go live because I'm super weird about doing this, but I wanted to do my 6-month video a little different. I made 6 months post-op today, and it's kind of bittersweet because I didn't think I would make it to this point. I didn't think I'd make it to 6 months. It's weird because 6 months ago I was laying in a hospital bed, like terrified that I was going to be that one person that had a ton of complications and that VSG wasn't going to be successful for me. And a lot of you don't know that when I had my surgery, I ended up staying in the hospital for 3 days afterwards because my blood pressure was so low. My blood pressure was really low and my heart kept stopping. So my first 3 days after the surgery were just trash. I went home and I was at home for about 9 days, and it was pretty much just me trying to recover and trying to feel better. So when I look back on that time and I think about being 6 months right now, it's really, really bittersweet because I made it, right? But it hasn't all been like great and beautiful. I know a lot of you watched my video last week where I talked about my attempt to end my life, and I wish I could say, okay, it's a week later and everything's better, but it's not. Hi, Paul. Everything's not better, but it is getting there. And I'm still just trying to figure out what my okay is. The good thing is that when someone asks me how I'm doing, I can say I'm doing okay. I used to always say, oh, I'm good, I'm great. And I never was good, nor was I great. But I am doing okay now, so that's good. I'm in traffic right now, so I figured this would be the perfect time to film since I have no time this week to do it. So I want to talk about being 6 months post-op. So I'm 6 months post-op. I weighed myself this morning and I'm 187. So I'm 3 pounds heavier than I was when I weighed myself last week. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that I was in DC for about 4 or 5 days and I ate like shit. Now, when I say like shit, I didn't have like prepared meals. I had protein drinks here or there. I tried to make sure that the stuff I did eat stayed protein focused, but like, you know, I had Cheez-Its at one point and I had an ice cream sandwich at one point, but I'm like, I'm not gonna like completely deny myself. And I honestly don't think a handful of Cheez-Its and half of an ice cream sandwich is how I gained like 3 or 4 pounds. I went to support group last week, and one of the biggest things that they talked about was how everyone would experience plateaus in their weight loss journey, and at 6 months is like, now I'm in the maintaining period, you know what I mean? So I'm not at my goal weight, right? My first goal weight is 160, and my ultimate goal weight is between 135 and 140. Now, that might seem like a lot, like super less to some people, but I'm like 5'4". I'm really short. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever get to those weights or if they'll even feel. Okay, I got interrupted. So, I'm back. I'm going to try again. So anyways, I was talking about being 6 months post-op, right? So, like I said, I'm 6 months post-op, and right now I'm supposed to be at maintaining my weight, even though I haven't reached my goal weight yet. So one of my biggest things right now, and we talked about this in my support group, is something called transfer addiction. It's pretty much where you go from one addiction to another, and there's connections drawn between like people who smoke cigarettes, and once they stop smoking cigarettes, now they're like obsessive compulsive, right? With weight loss surgery, transfer addiction typically goes from, we used to eat a lot of food, so we had an unhealthy food addiction, to now we are addicted to food again, sex and alcohol, and I think my doctor mentioned drugs as well. Now, I don't think I have an addiction to food. I'm pretty much like, it is what it is. I don't have an addiction to sex. I'm not taking any drugs, and I don't drink alcohol. I think my transfer addiction, the thing I'm addicted to right now, would have to be social media. Now, I'm always online, whether it be checking like things on YouTube or Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook or whatever social media like I have up. And it doesn't have to be like something I'm actually on, a platform I'm on. I check Tumblr, whatever. And a lot of times when I'm on these platforms, I'm researching people who have had weight loss surgery that look like me. There's a website, and it's like mybodytype.com or something. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll put it in the description when I'm done with this video. But you can look up pictures of people with your body type. So you can put in your height, your weight, your body shape. So if you're like busty or whatever, and you can see what people look like at your weight, and you can see what people look like at like your goal weight, right? So I'm on that website what feels like 24 hours a day. I'm always looking to see what other people look like. And I'll go to other like websites and check to see like people who got surgery when I did, what they look like now, right? So it's become like this strange obsession for me. And it's probably the hardest thing I'm dealing with right now. Sorry. It's like the hardest thing I'm dealing with right now is comparing myself. So I had a conversation with Sean earlier today, and he gave me some great advice. He told me to not compare my journey to anyone else's because we're all on different paths, right? Some people might have faster metabolism than I am. Maybe they have health issues that make them lose weight a lot faster. Maybe they're not eating as much. Maybe they're on a special diet. It could be anything. So I shouldn't base the fact that we got surgery at the same time and look at myself as like a failure because I didn't lose as much as they did, right? So it's easier said than done, right? Like, I could 100% say, well, you know, it's only been 6 months. I still have 6 more months left, right? And with those 6 months, hi, Allie. With those 6 months, I can lose the weight I'm supposed to and be okay. But I wonder if it's ever going to be enough. I remember being in the car and like touching my shoulder and going, I can feel my shoulder bone. Or even the fact that the sleeves on this dress are loose. And I got upset because I couldn't see my collarbone. But all these other girls, I can see their collarbones. And I was like, pause. I should not be worried about seeing a bone. I should be worried about making sure that I'm healthy. And not only like physically healthy, but like mentally too, right? Thank you, Lola. I just wish I was okay with me. And I'm struggling with that. So, hi, Tom. At 6 months post-op, I'm still trying to learn how to love myself and be okay, like, where I am in my journey. And I don't know if this is going to benefit anybody or if it even makes sense to anyone, that at the end of the day, like, no diet, no exercise, no weight loss is going to be enough if you don't love you, right? And that's what I'm working on. At 6 months post-op, I have decided that I am going to commit to loving myself as I am. You know what? We should do a video on that, Lola. It would be hilarious. But I need to focus on loving myself as much as other people do. And not even that, just being okay. Like, I'm not okay yet. Like, even though I know it's wrong to wish that I could see my collarbones or that my jawline was more defined, I still struggle with it because I still want to see those things. I still want to, I don't know, look like I'm making progress. And Sean told me, he said it's really, really hard to see changes if you're looking at yourself every day. Like, I'm looking at myself in the mirror every single day and I don't see anything. I have to literally take a picture and be like, oh shit, there it goes. And I don't know. I'm struggling. I wish I wasn't. But I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up. So, I appreciate that, Liz. You too, Allie. I got some anxiety meds today, which I'm going to start tomorrow. I have a new therapist that I'm going to meet with next week. I just paid for our last 3 trips for the year, so I'm excited about that. So that's some stress gone away. And right now I'm on my way home from work, and I'm going to pick up Sean so we can celebrate his birthday. So I have some things to look forward to. I have to tell myself that even though things are not the best right now, they're going to get better. I just have to not give up. And last week, I gave up. And I had thanked Sean the other day for saving me, for saving my life. Because he did. He saved my life. And he didn't tell me, like, you're welcome. He said, you saved my life too. And as hurt as I was at the time when I tried to take my life, thinking about it now is I can't believe I tried to do that. I thought of everything that I was going to miss, and I can't believe I tried to do that to myself. There's so much to live for. Like, even being in this punk ass traffic. So for anybody out there struggling, weight loss related or not, just life in general, it'll get better. Just don't give up and reach out to people. If you have my contact information, you got me on social media, I have an email, send me a message. I will reach out to you guys. I want us all to make it. And today I feel like I'm going to. So I'm just going to keep trying. I'm going to keep pushing ahead. And it'll be fine. So I'm not posting another video until after my 6-month appointment. Which is on July 9th, I think. And it'll probably be a part of one of Sean's vlogs, just for the simple fact that he's going to film anyways, because we're going to one of his favorite restaurants. And we're going to go to Busch Gardens. We don't go to Busch Gardens enough at all. I think we have like one video about it. So I'm going to force him to go to Busch Gardens, since we're going to be in Tampa anyways. But that's pretty much it for me. I'm dangerously close to this van in front of me, and I need to start driving aggressively because I've been stuck in this lane for a while. I appreciate you guys that watched. Again, if you want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is the same as my YouTube channel. It's Chica's VSG Life. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it is Chic Gorlando. That's S-A. And I keep getting, again, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this is a little longer than I typically do, but just be good to yourselves, you guys, and know that it's always going to get better. Bye.